God speaks gently but firmly to your spirit today because this message is not ordinary. It is not a passing thought or an empty promise. It carries a deeper purpose, one meant to awaken something that has always been inside you. The moment these words reached you, a new season quietly began. Heaven has been preparing this moment long before you realized it, and now you are ready to understand what has been hidden. There was a secret meeting where people examined your life more closely than you ever imagined. They believed they were uncovering ordinary information, but instead they discovered something extraordinary. They realized there was a divine purpose connected to your life, a purpose that could not remain hidden forever. What they tried to understand has now been placed before God's throne, and heaven has chosen this moment to reveal the truth to you. God says you carry a spiritual inheritance marked by purpose, protection, and divine favor. From the day you were born, His hand has guided your steps even when you could not see it. The unusual events you experienced, the moments when life seemed difficult to explain, and the seasons of waiting were not meaningless. They were preparing you for this revelation. Perhaps you noticed strange moments when everything around you felt different. There were nights when you sensed peace in the middle of uncertainty, dreams that seemed unusually clear, and quiet moments when your heart felt drawn towards something greater than yourself. These experiences were not accidents. They were signs that heaven was leading you toward the truth of your calling. God says you are safe. Nothing can stop what He has planned for your life because His protection surrounds you. He has already built a wall around your destiny that no enemy can destroy. Every challenge that came against you has only strengthened your faith and prepared you for what is coming next. Archangel Michael stands as a symbol of God's protection, clearing the path before you. Every obstacle that once appeared impossible is beginning to lose its power because heaven is moving on your behalf. The battles you faced were never proof that you had been abandoned. Instead, they were evidence that your purpose was valuable enough to be challenged. Many people misunderstood you because they only saw your circumstances. They could not recognize the spiritual strength growing inside you. Even during seasons of rejection, loneliness, or disappointment, God was shaping your character. Every painful experience became another step toward the person He created you to become. God says the truth about your identity could not stay hidden forever. The time has come for you to understand that you were never ordinary. Your life carries meaning beyond what your eyes can see. Every victory, every setback, every lesson, and every unanswered question has been part of a greater plan designed by God Himself. There were people who underestimated you. Some hoped you would never discover your worth because they feared what you might accomplish once you understood your purpose. But no human plan can cancel what heaven has already established. When God decides it is time for truth to appear, nothing can prevent it. You may have wondered why your heart has always longed for something deeper than success or recognition. The answer is simple. Your spirit was created for more than temporary achievements. You were called to walk in faith, wisdom, compassion, and courage. Those qualities have always been growing inside you, even when you doubted yourself. God reminds you that your story has never been random. Every delay protected you. Every closed door redirected you. Every difficult season strengthened you. Looking back, you may now begin to understand that the moments you thought were failures were actually preparations for a greater future. Heaven is opening new opportunities before you. Doors that once seemed permanently closed will begin to open. Confusion will give way to clarity. Fear will be replaced with confidence, and uncertainty will become peace. As you continue trusting God, you will notice that your life starts aligning with the purpose He has always planned for you. This revelation is not meant to make you proud. It is meant to make you aware that God has never abandoned you, aware that His protection has surrounded you through every season, aware that your future is secure because it rests in His hands. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter. Leave behind the doubts that once controlled your thinking. Release the fear that has held you back. Walk forward with faith, knowing that heaven has already prepared the path before you. The truth has finally reached you, and from this moment onward, your life will never be the same. As this new chapter unfolds, God invites you to look at your life through the eyes of faith instead of fear. The struggles you endured were never signs that you had been forgotten. They were evidence that your character was being refined for something greater. Every obstacle became a lesson, every delay became preparation, and every unanswered prayer arrived at exactly the right time according to His perfect plan. God says many people looked at your life and judged it only by outward appearances. They saw the battles but not the strength growing within you. They noticed the delays but could not see the divine timing behind them. While others questioned your future, heaven continued preparing you for a purpose that could never be taken away. The secret meeting uncovered more than information about your past. It revealed that your life carries spiritual significance. Those who examined your story realized there was something different about you, something they could not fully explain. The more they searched for ordinary answers, the more they encountered evidence of God's hand upon your life. You have often felt different from those around you. Your heart has always searched for deeper meaning. Your compassion has reached beyond what others expected, and your desire for truth has remained strong even during difficult seasons. These qualities are not accidents. They are reminders of the purpose God has planted within you since the beginning. God says He has watched over every step you have taken. He saw your tears when no one else noticed them. He heard your prayers even when you wondered whether anyone was listening. Every silent cry reached heaven, and every act of faith was carefully remembered. Nothing you experienced was wasted. The people who doubted you never understood what God was building beneath the surface. While they focused on temporary circumstances, He was strengthening your spirit. While they judged your present, He was preparing your future. The foundation He has been laying is stronger than anything the world could ever build. God says there is no reason to fear what lies ahead, because He is already waiting for you there. He knows every challenge before it appears and every opportunity before it arrives. His guidance has never failed, and it will not fail now. Trust Him even when you cannot yet see the complete picture. You may begin to notice new opportunities appearing where none existed before. Relationships will become clearer. Decisions that once seemed confusing will become easier to understand. Doors that remained closed for years will begin opening at the proper time. These changes are not coincidences. They are signs that heaven is moving according to God's perfect purpose. The Holy Spirit continues to strengthen your heart, reminding you that your identity is found in God rather than in the opinions of others. No criticism can erase what He has declared over your life. No rejection can cancel His promises. No disappointment can change the future He has prepared for you. God says your greatest victories will not come through pride or personal strength. They will come through humility, faith, patience, and obedience. Continue walking faithfully, even when progress seems slow. Every faithful step brings you closer to the future He has already designed for you. Remember the seasons when you almost gave up, but somehow found the strength to continue. That strength did not come from you alone. God was carrying you through moments you could never have survived by yourself. Looking back, you can now see His faithfulness in ways you may have overlooked before. There are people whose lives will one day be encouraged because of your testimony. The difficulties you overcame will become proof that God remains faithful through every season. Your story will inspire others who are facing similar struggles, reminding them that hope is never lost when they place their trust in Him. God says your future is filled with purpose, not confusion. Your path is marked by peace, not fear. Continue seeking His wisdom each day, and He will direct your steps. The answers you have been waiting for will come at the proper time, and the doors meant for you will open without force or manipulation. As you move forward, leave behind every voice that told you that you were not enough. Those words never came from God. He calls you chosen, loved, protected, and valuable. His opinion is the only one that defines your true identity. Stand confidently in the truth that your life has meaning. The journey ahead may still require faith, but you will never walk it alone. Heaven continues to guide, protect, and strengthen you every step of the way. What God has begun in your life, He will faithfully. God says this is the season to stop measuring your future by your past. The mistakes you made do not define you, and the disappointments you experience do not determine your destiny. His mercy has carried you farther than you realize, and His grace continues to open doors that no human effort could ever unlock. The journey ahead is built on His promises, not on your fears. The secret meeting revealed more than your identity. It revealed that your life carries an assignment that reaches beyond yourself. You were not created simply to exist or to follow the crowd. You were created to influence lives through faith, compassion, wisdom, and integrity. Every lesson you have learned will become valuable to someone else who is searching for hope. God says there are gifts within you that have not yet reached their full potential. Some have already begun to grow quietly, while others are waiting for the right season to emerge. Do not become discouraged if everything has not happened at once. Growth is often invisible before it becomes visible. Just as a seed develops beneath the ground before anyone sees it, God has been preparing your future in ways you cannot yet fully understand. There were times when you wondered why certain doors remained closed. Looking back, you will discover that many of those closed doors protected you from opportunities that were never meant for you. God's wisdom reaches beyond what you can currently see. His timing is never late, and His direction is always trustworthy. Heaven continues to arrange circumstances in your favor. People who are meant to encourage your journey will appear at the right time. Opportunities that align with your purpose will become clear. Confusion will slowly disappear as God's direction becomes stronger in your heart. You do not need to force what He has already prepared. God says your faith has grown stronger because of every challenge you survived. Each difficulty taught you to depend on Him instead of depending only on your own understanding. What once seemed impossible has now become evidence that His strength is greater than your weakness. The victories ahead will remind you once again that nothing is beyond His power. There may still be moments when uncertainty tries to return, but do not allow fear to control your decisions. Fear always focuses on what could go wrong, while faith trusts the one who already knows the outcome. Continue choosing faith even when every answer has not yet appeared. God honors those who continue walking while trusting Him completely. Your story is becoming a testimony of perseverance. Others may never understand every battle you fought in silence, but God remembers each one. He saw the courage it took to continue believing during seasons when nothing seemed to change. He saw your patience when waiting became difficult. He saw your determination when giving up seemed easier than moving forward. God says the peace He gives is different from anything the world can offer. It does not depend on perfect circumstances. Instead, it remains steady even during uncertainty because it comes directly from His presence. Allow that peace to guard your heart as you step into this new season. The people who once overlooked your value will eventually witness the fruit of God's work in your life. You do not need to seek recognition or prove yourself to anyone. Your purpose will speak for itself through the life you live. Humility, kindness, and faithfulness will reveal far more than words ever could. God reminds you to remain grateful throughout every stage of your journey. Gratitude keeps your heart focused on His faithfulness instead of temporary challenges. Every blessing, whether great or small, is another reminder that He has never stopped caring for you. Even the smallest signs of progress deserve thanksgiving because they reflect His continuing work. As your confidence grows, remember to encourage others who are still struggling. The comfort you have received from God can become hope for someone else. Speak words that build people up rather than tear them down. Show compassion to those who feel forgotten. Extend grace just as God has extended grace to you. God says this season is not about striving harder, but about trusting deeper. Rest in the knowledge that He is already working behind the scenes. Even when nothing appears to be changing, heaven is still moving. Every promise he has spoken over your life remains secure. Continue walking with courage. Continue choosing faith over fear. Continue believing that your best days are still ahead. The revelation of your purpose was only the beginning. Now comes the steady journey of living faithfully each day, knowing that God's hand remains upon your life and that every step is leading you closer to the future He has prepared. God says the time has come to embrace everything He has been preparing you for. The revelation you have received is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of a greater season. You have spent years learning through challenges, growing through disappointments, and becoming stronger through experiences you never fully understood. Now those lessons are becoming the foundation of the future He has planned for you. Every step you have taken has led to this moment. Nothing has been wasted. Every prayer, every act of faith, every quiet decision to keep trusting God has become part of a story that reflects His goodness and faithfulness. Even when you believed you were standing still, He was guiding your path with wisdom beyond your understanding. God says there is a purpose attached to every gift He has placed within you. Your kindness can restore hope to someone who has lost it. Your wisdom can guide those searching for direction. Your compassion can remind hurting people that they are not alone. The influence He has given you is meant to bring light wherever darkness tries to remain. As you move into this new season, continue seeking God with humility. Spend time in prayer, remain faithful to His word, and allow His Spirit to guide every important decision. The more closely you walk with Him, the clearer your direction will become. His voice brings peace, clarity, and confidence even when circumstances remain uncertain. God reminds you not to compare your journey with anyone else's. Every person has a unique calling, a unique pace, and a unique purpose. Your path has been designed specifically for you. Trust His timing instead of measuring your progress against the success of others. What He has prepared for you cannot be taken by someone else. There may still be challenges ahead, but you no longer need to face them with fear. The same God who carried you through every previous battle will continue walking beside you. His strength will become your strength whenever you feel weak. His wisdom will become your guide whenever you face difficult decisions. His peace will steady your heart whenever uncertainty appears. God says forgiveness will also play an important part in your future. Release the bitterness that has tried to remain in your heart. Let go of the pain caused by those who misunderstood or rejected you. Forgiveness does not erase the past, but it frees you from carrying its weight into your future. As you forgive others, your own heart becomes lighter and more open to God's peace. Continue choosing integrity in every area of your life. Be honest even when dishonesty seems easier. Show kindness even when others are unkind. Remain faithful even when no one is watching. These choices build a life that reflects God's character and becomes a testimony to everyone around you. God says your influence will continue growing, not because you seek attention, but because people are naturally drawn to genuine faith, humility, and love. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Live in a way that reflects the hope, peace, and confidence that come from trusting Him completely. Whenever doubt tries to return, remember how far God has already brought you. Think about the prayers He has answered, the protection He has given, and the strength He has provided during your hardest seasons. Those memories are reminders that He remains faithful today, just as He was yesterday. Your future is filled with opportunities to serve, encourage, and inspire others. Never underestimate the impact of simple acts of kindness or words of encouragement. Sometimes a single conversation can change the direction of another person's life. Allow God to use you as a source of hope wherever you go. God says the greatest victories are often quiet ones. They are found in faithful obedience, steady trust, and daily commitment to His purpose. Continue taking one faithful step at a time. You do not need to know every detail about tomorrow because He already holds tomorrow in His hands. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that your identity is secure in God. You are loved beyond measure, protected by His presence, and strengthened by His promises. Nothing that has happened in your past can separate you from the future He has prepared. Continue trusting Him with your heart, your decisions, and your dreams. As this message comes to its close, remember one simple truth. God has never left your side. He has guided you through every season, strengthened you through every trial, and prepared you for every opportunity that lies ahead. The path before you is filled with hope because He walks with you. Move forward with courage, remain faithful, and let your life become a reflection of His love, grace, and truth. Your story is still being written, and with God leading your steps, the best chapters are yet to come.